is heading into this third fight with Tyson Fury?
You know, Ray, I'm a type of person of what's understood don't have to be explained. I mean, this is what has been discussed and talked about for like 17 months, you know what I'm saying? And it seemed like the finger is always pointing on me. But we already know why, because you see this love of the smooth black skin, and other people have white privilege. And this is it.
Now, right there, Deontay Wilder mentions smooth black skin. He said, you see this smooth black skin and there's white privilege and the finger's always pointed on me. A lot of people have found a way to, or attempted to, misconstrue what he's saying and say he lost to Tyson Fury in the second fight based on white privilege, right? Guys like Paulie Malignaggi. This is what we're talking about and it's actually proven the point. And I'll explain that in this video. Now, this is exactly what I'm talking about. People are exacerbating the point and trying to convolute what he's saying. He didn't say he lost to Tyson Fury based on white privilege. So I don't know where people even got that. Right? You seen Jermell Charlo said all race matter or whatever he said. Race doesn't matter. Skills pay the bill. Paulie said what he said. He didn't say he lost because of that. However, in this same interview, Deontay Wilder explicitly identifies that he believes Tyson Fury cheated.
Yeah. He did.
The fight.
Now all of a sudden he's got COVID-19 in his boxing camp. Number one, people who are listening right now on this live, COVID-19, Chris Paul, the basketball player, just got COVID-19. He was out for like 6 days, 7 days, and he actually got COVID. After 6 or 7 days, he came back. He's on the Suns again, and they're playing right now in the finals. So this COVID-19 fucking excuse that Tyson Fury's trying to use to get out of this fight is bullshit. You get tested, you keep training, and that's it. Period. Or you don't train for 7 days, get back to training. It's not a big deal. But Tyson's going to try to make it a big deal because he's scared to death of Deontay Wilder because he knows what he did in that second fight. So now what's going to happen is he's going to try to duck and dodge him. But Deontay Wilder's just going to keep training, getting better. Because you can't duck forever, Tyson. What? Because COVID's in your camp means what? That you're not going to be able to fight for another 6 months? Another 2-3 years? Because you can't fight nobody else either if the COVID in your camp's a problem. So that means you ain't fighting nobody. You ain't fighting nobody except for Wilder. You can't get around it no matter how you look at it. Mr. One Punch knockout power. That's bullshit. So I guess he's going to try to train, and that's how he's going to get the one knockout punch power and use COVID as an excuse. He don't want to be tested for drugs. He knows he can't find a way to cheat. That's all.
The victory, right? So I'm not the smartest brother in the world, but I do believe he's referring to white privilege is what protected Tyson Fury. Nobody investigated. Nobody looked into it.
Nope.
And nobody took proper precautions to prevent it.
Nope.
That's what he's talking about. He didn't say, I lost because of he was a white guy or his white privilege. He's saying that he told you in his interview he cheated. I believe he cheated. And because of white privilege, nobody looked at him. Even though he has cheating in his past. He's failed multiple drug tests.
Boxing ego's always on point.
Yes. He had this Martin Carefoot dude come back out of nowhere say I never sold him wild boar meat, which was his only alibi to explain away the nandrolone failed drug test, etc. That's what he's talking about. So I don't understand why this is such a hard concept for people to understand, but there you have it.
We know why.
But we already know why. Because you see this lovely smooth black skin, and other people have white privileges. And this is, white privilege in boxing is very well alive, and it's okay. Other people, a lot of other fighters with the same skin complexion, they better get smart. They better understand, and they better realize what side they're on. You know what I mean? And everybody always want to talk about me and me when I don't even say nothing. You know what I mean? And they keep me relevant, and I appreciate it. I love it. I love when people don't know what they're talking about when they're talking about Deontay Wilder. I love when they make up different things about what I said or whatever, you know. I love that because it allows me to know how important I am, not only to boxing, but to the world. You know, when there's a lot of other people that do a lot of things, like look at all the drug cheats we got in boxing. And how often do you hear about them?
Now, Deontay Wilder was somehow having technical difficulties in that PBC interview, so he was cut off right when he started cooking about drug cheats in boxing and white privilege. What a coincidence. Now, moving on to my next point. I made a video about this, but this is Tyson Fury, and he's being asked by a reporter, Nicholas Wallace, and he was being asked about some repulsive things that he had previously said in a rant, and you'll see Tyson Fury, Mr. White Privilege, you'll see how he responded to these questions, and I've included subtitles.
You've said things in the past which people have found abhorrent. They've accused you of misogyny, they've accused you of...
No comment, don't even go there.
The reporter says you have said things that people found abhorrent. You've been accused of misogyny and homophobia. And he said, no comment, don't go there. He didn't want no parts of hearing this from a reporter. So people, again, we're talking about Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. Why did he have headphones? But you see Tyson Fury's face. You see a reporter face to face. This is from an actual video. UK reporters asking him questions about things he said. Tyson Fury said these things. They said, you've been accused of misogyny and this and that. And he said, no comment, and cuts him off right there.
But do you accept that you've got to win over a larger number of people coming back this time before you can be fully accepted?
No comment.
You don't want to say anything about that at all?
No comment.
People won't like that if they hear you no commenting.
No comment.
Okay.
I'm a boxer. I'm not interested in politics or anything else. Boxing only, thank you.
UKAD have upheld the...
No comment.
You don't want to talk about the national ending?
No comment.
The question of the
Boxing, please. Terminated.
You don't want to talk about the...
No comment.
Y'all are really making it too easy for me. Make sure y'all smash the like button. Now we cooking with grease. This is Tyson Fury, who was about to fight a fighter, Derek Chisora, and he received a punishment for misconduct. For things that he said. He said things, this is Tyson Fury, and then when Wilder saying white privilege exists and stuff, and people are acting like they can't understand why he would say that, and this and that and the third, maybe this will help you guys understand. So Tyson Fury was preparing for a fight with Derek Chisora. In this particular press conference, before the fight with Derek Chisora, Tyson Fury taped his mouth shut and refused to speak. Reason being, he was fined £15,000 for misconduct. Let's take a look at. Let's take a listen.
Tyson, do you find it difficult, your outgoing personality, to have to restrict your voice the way you have in this press conference?
So, a bunch of people were saying that Deontay Wilder, he was wrong for not speaking to the media. You had ESPN, they had Andre Ward, Tim Bradley, and most of the people insinuated that Wilder was showing signs of weakness by not speaking to media, this, that, and the third. But look at Tyson Fury. He's being asked questions by media. He's angry because he had a rant, an expletive-laden rant, and
trying to find something about the COVID. Nobody's reporting. My dog, goddamn. Nobody seems to be reporting about the COVID-19 that he just came out with, saying that he's got COVID-19 in his camp. Breaking news.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy.
Is this
Uber
about
Sports TV,
COVID?
back at y'all with another.
Okay, here we go.
So we got some unfortunate news as ESPN has reported now, and Tyson Fury's team, undefeated, two-time heavyweight world champion.
That he's got COVID in his camp. Like I said, even though Chris Paul just got COVID, he's an athlete. He was only out for 6 days, came back, he's playing basketball. So there's no excuses, Tyson Fury. You have to fight Deontay Wilder before you fight anybody else. You can stall tactic as long as you want. Doesn't matter. Wilder's not going to fall off. He's going to keep training. And Tyson, you're not going to get any better. You're fucking old as hell. And all you do is fucking cheat. So what are you trying to cheat and stall the fight long enough to try to gain some one knockout punch power like you claim? You take the COVID test and you keep training, and that's it. Period. It ain't no excuse. Why would the fight be delayed? Delayed for how long? 7 days? Because that's the only thing, that's how long it takes for a COVID fucking protocol to go through.
And British superstar boxer Tyson and Gypsy King Fury.
He's scared.
And his fight with his trilogy showdown with Olympic bronze medalist, former WBC American heavyweight world champion superstar boxer Tyson and Gypsy King Fury is scheduled to, Deontay the Bronze Bomb Wilder is scheduled to be postponed from July 24th to September due to a...
Wow, 3 months for... Because somebody got COVID in your camp, a whole 3 more months?
18 outbreak within Tyson Fury's camp. You heard it here. According to reports, Tyson Fury has had an outbreak in his camp due to the 19.
Yeah, so test everybody in the camp and let's see.
COVID-19.
And it still shouldn't take 3 months.
And now it's scheduled to be postponed due to that. The initial date was July.
You're just making Wilder more full of rage. That's all you're doing.
24th, Las Vegas, Nevada, T-Mobile Arena. Now it seems as if it's going to be rescheduled for September. Tyson Fury, is out and about. He says he was going underground and focus on training and focus on the fight itself. But we clearly see Tyson Fury out and about. And now they're saying that members of his team, have come down with this issue with the virus. And now that the fight is going to be postponed to September.
Nah.
A lot of people felt like, including Big John Fury, Tyson Fury's father, Ricky Hatton, 2-division world champion, British superstar boxer. Some people felt as if Tyson Fury was simply not focused. When Tyson Fury had his attention tailored to two-time unified heavyweight world champion, fellow countryman, British superstar boxer Anthony Joshua, and he wasn't fully prepared and focused on fighting.
He ain't gonna be fully prepared in 3 more months, neither.
Deontay Wilder in his trilogy, but we know Deontay Wilder, he won the arbitration, and now he has to fulfill his contractually obligated trilogy match. So a lot of people, they feel like Tyson Fury may need more time, but nonetheless, once again, it's being reported that Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder's trilogy match will be postponed from July 24th to September. So let's see how everything unfolds and plays out. Make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section, let me know what y'all think.